Welcome back to English 10 Podcast, the podcast where we explore how culture colors everyday life. I'm Emma.
And I'm Daniel. Today's episode is all about first impressions and how two students from different places navigate life at university, and how a chance meeting can turn into friendship. Let's set the scene. Two hosts in a cozy studio, a sunny morning outside, coffee on the table, microphones ready. We're in the studio. Lights a little warmer, the city waking up. Our guests tonight are not only university students, but explorers of everyday life. One from Canada, one from Iran. They'll share what it's like to be away from home, how they connect with people, and what they've learned about each other so far. Our first guest is Aiden, a Canadian student who grew up in Toronto but has roots in other parts of the country. Aiden, tell us a little about yourself and where you're from in Canada.
Thanks, Daniel. I'm Aiden, originally from Vancouver, but I lived in Toronto for a couple of years for university. I'd say Canada is a mix of big cities, nature, and lots of different communities. I love street festivals in the summer, and I've learned to appreciate how multilingual Canada feels. English, French, and many immigrant languages blend together.
Interesting. And joining us is Layla from Iran, studying here as well. Layla, what city in Iran are you from, and what's something you miss about home?
I'm from Shiraz, a city famous for poetry, gardens, and nice tea houses. I miss the saffron scents from the market and family gatherings during Nowruz. But I found new flavors and conversations here that remind me of home in a different way.
Let's talk about first encounters. Aiden, when you first met classmates here, how did people react to your background?
Most people are curious in a good way. They ask about food, holidays, or what you do for fun. Sometimes there's a language moment, English with a hint of home country accent, but I enjoy explaining where I'm from and listening to others share their stories too.
Layla, what about you? How did your classmates respond when you arrived?
People were kind and interested in learning about Iran beyond the headlines. At first, I explained Persian greetings and a few dishes, like fesenjan or cello with kebab. Some classmates were surprised by the variety of Iran's regions. It's been a chance for many to rethink stereotypes.
Food becomes a bridge, doesn't it? Aiden, any Canadian foods you've introduced to friends here?
Absolutely. Poutine sometimes pops up as a joke, but many friends actually love it. More seriously, maple glazed snacks, Nanaimo bars, and Tim Hortons coffee help people imagine Canada. I've learned to describe poutine as a celebration of textures, crispy fries, squeaky cheese curds, and warm gravy.
Layla, what Iranian foods have sparked conversations with new friends?
Kebab kubide and rice with saffron are common, but I also like explaining Persian tea and how it's served, hot with a small glass, sometimes with mint. People are often surprised by the hospitality and the way meals bring everyone together.
Language is a big part of culture. How do you handle language hurdles, Aiden?
I try to listen more, ask questions, and repeat what I've heard to confirm understanding. I also teach a few Canadian expressions like to add a light touch. It's fun to see classmates adopt little phrases from other languages.
Layla, do you switch languages when you socialize here?
I use Persian with friends who are curious about it, but mostly we communicate in English to practice. Sometimes I'll add a word in Turkish or Arabic if someone asks, which makes conversations richer.
After a long day, what does a typical evening look like for you two on campus?
A quick walk through the quad, coffee at a campus cafe, then study sessions or a group project. If time allows, I join a language club to meet people from different backgrounds.
I agree. Some evenings we join a student club, chat about poetry, or attend a cultural event on campus. It's comforting to connect with students who want to learn about each other's traditions.
It's wonderful to hear how curiosity and openness shape your experiences. Before we wrap, what's one thing you'd tell listeners who are navigating cultures far from home?
Stay curious, listen more than you speak, and invite others to share their stories.
And be kind to yourself. It takes time to find your rhythm, but every conversation adds a thread to your global tapestry. Thank you, Aiden and Layla, for sharing your stories.
We'll guide our listeners back to the studio for a quick recap and then some listener questions. Stay with us on English 10 Podcast.